I was thinking about the way everything's been going, prices, shortages. In Texas, it hasn't really been as noticeable, like meat wise. We have some shortages, but it's nothing like terrible. Like a lot of other states are having a lot of problems, mostly the western states. Far out west, more Arab areas, more desert like areas are having more problems. I know Odessa had a main water break, and they weren't gonna have water for, I think it was like 2 to 3 weeks, if I'm wrong. That's really West Texas. But with the shortages and stuff, I come to realize that there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna try to get more self-sufficient, and they're gonna try to be able to get their own food. And with hunting season coming up, I thought there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be out there, probably a lot of public land. I see deer leases there's fewer and fewer spots, so more people are hunting. And I know they're talking about throughout the United States that hunt license, I think last year went up by 40%. That'll mean 40% people took more animals, but 40% more people applied for a hunt license than the years prior. And I guarantee this year is going to be that way as well. So there's going to be a lot more people trying to get game meat and deer and probably turkeys, and if you live in the southern region, probably wild hogs. And California has a large population of wild hogs as well, but they're a little bit stricter. And with a lot more people moving to the southern regions, Texas, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, there's going to be a lot more pressure. So today I was just going to give like a rundown, basic. If you're getting into hunting and you really don't have an idea, I'm not one of those high glam people that have their own lease. I have private property that I'm able to hunt on, but I don't spend $4,000 or $5,000 a year on a lease. But I do hunt public land, I do hunt private land, I do try to get permission, and I think I'm gonna do a video on how to get permission for private land and putting your name out there. But today is just gonna be a basic on a cheap starter for equipment. If you're gonna be archery hunting, rifle hunting, if you're gonna be hunting squirrels, if you're gonna be mostly going after birds, duck, dove. Well, dove is coming to an end because today filming this video is 9/11. So we're just gonna go into like basic different types of calls, and if you're gonna be during the rut, what type of rattle are you gonna be using? Store-bought rattles, or do you have the ability to go shed hunting, or do you have sheds where you can use something more realistic and just during the rut you can use actual, these are shed antlers that you can find in the woods. Mostly they start dropping around March, April, and mostly during the springtime when they're freshly dropped, they still have their coloring. They're not as sun bleached. And the further you get into summer, squirrels, coyotes take them, they chew on them. I don't think any of these have any chew marks on it, but you can use stuff like this for rattling, which I grabbed the wrong ones. These are two the same. Usually you're going to want two different types. You're going to want a bigger one and a smaller one, and you want to make sure you're getting a right and a left instead of two rights, and you want to make sure they compare. So this is just an example. You can have your rattles, or if you're going to use electrical calls for bucks, does. I don't have one on me. The one I have is broke, but you can also flex tone. Now this is a buck commander. But it is flex tone. This calls probably over 10. I think it's 10 years old now, and I've never replaced it. But there's nothing wrong with it, or you can get electronic ones, but then you have to worry about rain if it gets wet, but it still works. So I'm gonna do a buck grunt. Or you have your doe. And this, over being 10 years old, the reef is still in wonderful condition. The only thing I've lost is the lanyard for it. But I've been hunting with this, and I've called in, I don't know, a couple $100 with it throughout the years. Not all of them have been harvest, obviously, but I've called in multiple of the same deer. I brought them close. Then if you're going to be turkey hunting, are you going to want to use an oral call, or you're going to use a box? I don't have a box, but the oral call, this is the exact way it's going in your mouth. You want this black piece is going to be on the roof of your tongue, and the reed facing. And all you're doing is when you put that in there, and this is flex tone, you get coyote calls and everything. But all you are is, once that's in the top of your mouth, you're going like shuck, 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 shuck. See? And that's a turkey call, which where I live, I literally have to go either really east, northeast, or going towards the west. In my area, this part of Texas, we don't have many turkeys. They've been reintroducing them back into the area, but we don't have a large population. But let me move all this stuff out of the way and go on another. I like to keep all my stuff when I'm not using it in totes like this, and I usually go to Tractor Supply at the end of the hunt season. And I like to, because they usually have everything off dirt cheap. And I have, you can get stuff like this. So initially this was $20, then they marked it down to $9.99. I got this for $3. GoPro. Then I got my dryer sheets, which I like to use. I like to put all my clothes. I don't wash them. I've never washed them. I just let them air dry. I like to keep my harness, my belt, anything that's clothes related. I like to keep them in here. I don't wash them. I like to put the dryer sheets. And I like using stuff like this, and it keeps my clothes from getting really, even my tree straps and stuff like that. And I have, what is this? This is probably other stuff that we bought at Tractor Supply. What is this? Oh, those are all my straps for my tree stand. My money harness. I've had a lot of success with this. It's actually saved me from when my tree stand malfunctioned. I even keep my blazing orange vest in here. I have my hats in here, my pants, my belts, my soap. Go ahead and put that back in there. Then my backpack stays in there as well, which I just took out for the video sake, but I have all the stuff that I bought at Tractor Supply this year. And I think I bought all this for less than $30. I have more of the Fresh Air 3-cent wafers. I have these little buck puds, which they have doe and estrus. Another one of those for $1. I have dripper. I have some more buck doe and estrus, more. I have scent off stuff. I have 2 different brands. I actually have Scent Killer, and I think I have, what is this? Oh, Scent Killer Gold. And where did it say? So to start off, I got this for $3, and it was initially $19.99. They brought it down to $10, and I bought it for $3. This one I paid $1 for. And let's go ahead and put all that stuff right there. And I know this is kind of a little late for all this, but it's just showing if you feel like it's too late now, as soon as about February, March roll around, when most of all seasons are over, you can just go down to your local Ace store, Tractor Supply, Academy. They don't really have good deals because they usually just put them up. I'm gonna put that right there. We have more buck puds or buck pogs. Then we have some more. You can just wipe this on. That's for doe and estrus. And I believe this is field spray at any angle. Okay, so this is the dead downwind. This I have not used. I have not used these little aerosol cans. I've only ever used this spray. So I'm gonna actually probably see how that works. I don't really like using sprays and stuff too much, because it might work, it might not work. But when I'm hunting public land, I like to tend to give myself the best. We have my thermocell. And what else do we have? We have my butane. We have my carabiner hook. We have what I hang my bow on. And all this I have right here is probably under, if I would have paid all at once during retail peak peak of the moment, like during hunting season, all this probably be over $1,000, but I spent probably no more than, I say, $200 when I've bought this stuff out of season. And even just bow wise, you can go on Facebook Marketplace, you can go on OfferUp. But this bow I bought from a coworker because the bow I was hunting with, I got tired of it, and he just bought him a brand new Matthews, so he let me use this for the season, and I really enjoyed it. So I asked him. It's a Martin Firecat 400. This bow is very accurate. I can shoot up to 70 yards. I wouldn't shoot an animal at 70 yards, but it goes about 303 feet per second, and at 50 yards I can drive tacks with it. And I bought this bow from him for $180, and when this bow came out, it was a $600 bow. And this is a 2012 Martin Firecat 400. So it's not the newest and greatest. It's not a Matthews, it's not a Hoyt, but this is better than anything you're gonna buy brand new out of China. A mid to low range bow, not mid maybe not, but a low range bow that you would pay $200 and down, this beats it 1,000 out of 1,000 times. This is American made, and this was the top of the line when it first came out. So I would rather have bought this from him, knowing it was took care of. And this bow right here has took hundreds of deer and hundreds of pigs, and I've taken a buck with this bow last year. So all this, so with all the meat shortages coming out, supply chain, and there's going to be a lot of people that are going to try to be self-sufficient, which I believe, because I've noticed more people at public land and more people getting out, more people on Facebook talking about how do I do this and how do I do that, and there's a lot of people that are really just not helpful and kind of being dicks towards the whole thing. So if this video helped you any, if you want to drop a comment, if you want to give a video suggestion of what else you want to know, if there's anything else you want to know, and if you want to contact me, you can follow my Instagram, Red Dirt Outdoors and Fishing, or you can contact me by email, which is on my YouTube page. But if not, it's jrmykd@gmail.com. And if you just have any video suggestion, I have my Cash App linked to my channel if you want to donate to help the channel grow, so I can get better equipment, I can get to film better and edit, because editing on the laptop I have now is a real pain in the butt. Just if you want to get out there and go hunting and support your family, or just want to have the experiences, just try to find someone that can mentor you. There's nothing, if you're 30 years old and you've never went hunting before, there's no shame to you starting now. So don't let fear be the factor why you don't go outside. Or if you want to go fishing, or just be outside. If you're afraid to go out there by yourself, there's hundreds of thousands of people out there that I guarantee you that if you ask, that would help you. So just enjoy the rest of your day or rest of your night. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, share them if you can, and just let's try to build this brand up, family friendly, and I'm gonna keep the videos out there. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be safe out there, and if you harvest anything, tag me in it. Just tag me in it on my Instagram. Y'all have a wonderful day.